What's going on, everybody? I am Switters. Welcome back. We got the flawless Redworm Gormgant. Is that his name? Fight coming up for you. What's up, Joe? Good to see you again. And I know that it's flawless because I played this earlier. I don't mean to keep doing these types of streams, to be honest with you. I'd rather just play live, obviously, but I've been trying to record this stuff. Whenever my friend Ken hop on, I hop on and just play, and we're trying to get this footage of beating the red worm, and getting all of the schematics, which I do now have at every single schematic. But honestly, I'm kind of grateful that this is the stream today because I'm exhausted. Yesterday, I went to sleep last night. Not last night, the night before. I went to sleep around... Eric, what's up, man? I went to sleep around midnight, 12:30 a.m., something like that. And I woke up at 2:30. And then I was... No. I can't even... This is how bad everything is right now. That was last night. And I woke up this morning at 6:30. And then I woke up again at 9. So I've had a few hours of sleep, but like 4.5 hours of sleep maybe total. But it's kind of been in 2 chunks. So I'm not fully there right now. I apologize. It's just how it is. And yesterday, I can't even remember anymore. That's how tired I am right now. Honestly, I can't even remember anymore. Anyhow, so this is recorded from just a few hours ago. I was playing with a friend of mine. And there's a way that you can not cheese this, not kind of really... scam your way through this at all, and that's not what happens here. But you can get the soccer field redworm, which we do have here, which is probably the best one, just as far as it's kind of open, and you're not in the woods and running around bumping into trees while you're trying to focus on shooting the worm, refilling your gas mask. That little cliff, the one that's actually close to where I am on this, a little bit south of here, just outside of the tier 2 area, where there's that little cliff you can kind of fall off of and get stuck down, and you're in the little pit area. So the soccer field is probably the best one, but also you can get really super lucky, and a turret can spawn there. And if you get, you can get 4 circuit board turrets to put in that. Each turret doesn't make it more powerful, it just makes it last longer, which is actually what you want. But that thing is an absolute laser beam, man. And it spawns right on top of like the shack right below the freeway there, where the bridge is. If you get the red worm there, and that turret spawns in, the turret doesn't spawn in for us in this game, but if that turret spawns in, absolutely get circuit boards. As many, well, you can carry 4, but just get circuit boards, man. You guys know how much, like, even compared to regular sentry turrets that you can buy the score streak, that you can buy from the buy stations. And if you've ever tried to use those on, like, let's just say, like the mega abominations, they do fine, but they're kind of stupid, right? They just kind of they're shooting a mega abomination, and then it just kind of turns over here, and it's like it's doing nothing. Meanwhile, right next to it, you're fighting off 30 tier 3 zombies and a mimic and a disciple, and the mega abomination's coming at you, and then the thing finally turns back around, like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to shoot you. But if you use the, like in front of the bathhouse there, like the turret there, even from like 500 meters away, that thing actually just locks on and laser focuses the mega abomination and just destroys it immediately. So you can definitely cheese this Easter egg a little bit. Easter egg, the boss worm, if you can get it at the soccer field with that turret that spawns in. Otherwise, we don't get it, so you're going to see what we do here. And I'll tell you about it as well. But sleeping in parts is more or worse than don't sleep. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you're kind of right, Joe. I didn't realize, honestly, just how exhausted I kind of... Because yesterday, honestly, my sleep was terrible as well. And I don't even remember... Like, I'm so tired that I can't remember what it was like yesterday. That's how bad it's been. The good news is I'm getting up in the morning. So that's good. I'm not, like, sleeping all day or anything. That would be worse. So I just need to get, like... Really, it's not even a problem of getting to sleep. It's falling asleep and staying asleep is really kind of my thing at the moment, which happens to me from time to time. Those of you that have been around for a while might have heard me talk about stuff like this before. It just happens to me from time to time. I just kind of lose the thread of, this is when you go to bed, this is you sleep the whole night through, like, you know, whatever. And then just as I was logging on to do this, I put these headphones in. This is what how I can hear myself through the monitor back. So if I just have the sound canceling phones on, I can't hear myself talking at all. So I start shouting. So I'm really loud to you guys, and it really puts a strain on your throat. So that's why I have this, so I can hear. And Phalanx, what's up, man? Sleep pattern's all screwed. It certainly is, man. It really is. But that's okay. I'll get it straight. Honestly, the good thing is that I'm waking up in the morning. Like, I would rather have a completely screwy sleep pattern and like wake up at 4:30 in the morning and be up for a normal amount of time and go to bed at like 9 p.m. than reverse that. Like 100%. I don't care about going to sleep early. If I can sleep through, I don't care. And I like actually getting up super early if I've had enough sleep. Just kind of like you're getting stuff done before. To me, this is always the feeling I get is like, I'm getting stuff done before anybody else is even awake. And it feels like you're kind of getting away with something, even though you're doing whatever work it is that you're doing that, you know, you'd be doing at any time of day. It's not, you're not getting away with anything. It just feels that way to me. So this was kind of bold of me, by the way, that all these zombies are around, and I was just like, all right, I'm just hopping on it. And then I got completely stuck there, and thankfully I had my ether blade. But anyway, you probably saw all the things that I was using, which is, I'm using that new, although I don't even use it in the boss fight, the new tech Evolver. It looks like it's written like kind of French-like. The LMG, which is good. And what I will say for it is when you pack-a-punch that thing, there's 400 rounds in the magazine and 1,000 in reserve. So lots of ammo, and it does do damage just from going around tier 3 and just, you know, getting kills the last few days with it, like leveling it up. I got all the challenges done for it. It has Borealis on it or whatever. And just kind of using it and checking it out and doing all that. It's good. It's a good gun. I don't know really how it does on the Worm because I use the VR11, as you'll see when we get there. Something to keep an eye on, by the way, which is super weird, and I don't. It's another one of those things where the developers just decided, oh, here's the thing that's actually working pretty well. It's kind of like the whole how tier 3 used to be. It's working well. Let's nerf the hell out of it. So I didn't even put it on yet, the VR11. I don't put it on for a little while now still. But when we get into the tier 3, as we're getting set. So what I'm doing right now, I'm getting all the USBs. My buddy is running around completing contracts, just earning us turrets. Earning us turrets. I just saw his message on the side there. Earning us money so we can buy more sentry turrets. So we're going to bring 3 in each, and then there's a buy station nearby to the soccer field. And then once we put the USB sticks in to start basically the boss fight, we're going to run directly over to the buy station and buy a couple of more turrets. So that's why we're just telling people, like, hey, we're trying to get people involved. Like, we're doing the Red Worm, show up at the soccer field, bring 3 sentry turrets. We do get people to show up. We get like 3 people to show up. Nobody brings a sentry turret. But it's okay because we brought extra. And I'm desperately trying to give some of them that show up, like I'm dropping them on the ground. We invited them into our party. I'm dropping them on the ground. I'm pointing to it, like shooting it, like pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And they're just kind of looking at it like, like, no, pick it up, pick it up. And we're on Xbox party chat, so they can't, me and my friends, so they can't hear us at all, and we can't hear them. You don't, for whatever reason, being in Xbox party chat, you cannot hear, you can't, with proximity chat, you can't hear anything. They can't hear you. Even if you invite them into your team, you don't all of a sudden get put into like an Xbox party together. So anyway, it didn't end up being a problem, but it was just kind of like one of those little things like, my God. Oh yeah, you can see the VR11 that I have there. But yeah, so something to keep in mind when I'm in tier 3, watch how fast. I only use it a couple of times. But watch how fast that thing reloads. It's like instantaneous. And then watch when I reload when I'm in the Ether Storm fighting the Red Worm, and it's so slow. So they nerfed it specifically for that because it's really good on the Red Worm. Again, this game does not reward ever. It only punishes. And it's not great, man. But anyway, I'm super happy to have this all done now, at least. Like, I have every schematic. The only thing I was missing was the legendary ether tool, and I got it from this boss. So, and my friend got the flawless crystal, and one of the guys that was helping us that showed up got the scorcher schematic, and he apparently already had it, so he dropped it for my buddy, and he picked it up. So he got what happened to me with Junior a couple days ago, how I got the flawless schematic, and he dropped me the scorcher schematic. The exact same thing happened to my buddy today, so I was happy for him for that. But we've done a million contracts in Tier 3. He still doesn't have the tombstone schematic, and he's missing the legendary ether tool schematic, and I think there's one other thing that he's missing. But it's another thing you find in Tier 3, and we've done a million of them together, just running like practice like rounds, like getting ready for this, and actually doing this and doing other missions and contracts and everything throughout the game for the last couple of weeks anyway. Good job, man. Thank you, Palin. I still don't have the legendary tool schematic. If you want to play, I mean, not tonight, but let me know. We'll get you sorted out. The game hates me. I mean, see, this is the thing too, is I don't like the luck aspect of it. Now, I actually got very lucky, right? I did, like I said, with Junior a couple days ago. I was guaranteed to get a schematic that I didn't have because I had never completed it, right? But then it gave Junior a schematic, a different one than it gave me, and he already had it, so he gave that to me. So that I was very lucky in. And then I got super lucky today. It didn't repeat any of the schematics that I had. It actually gave me the ether tool schematic, the legendary ether tool schematic, which is a 24-hour cooldown, by the way. And I think it's probably the best. Well, outside of the armor, outside of the golden armor, it's probably the best thing in the game. And then followed by like the ether blade, probably. I've been playing Warzone only since there has been nothing new with zombies. Hoping for new missions in 2.5. Yeah, so that's... I'm going to be streaming that, by the way, as soon as it goes live, which I believe is Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific. It could be 9 a.m. Pacific. So we'll see. We'll probably... Big Nap, what's up, buddy? It'll probably leak between now and then what the missions are. So we'll see, but from what I understand, it's going to be another Dark Aether kind of mission, like how we had to get the locked diary, the pill bottle, dog collar, camera, like all that. I think it's going to be basically like something exactly like that again. And then, honestly, it might just be... So you know how like the regular Dark Aether is, you do... like the Tier 4, Tier 5 Dark Aether is you do an Outlast contract, you do Ether Rockets, whatever you call that. You know what I'm talking about. And the Escort contract. My buddy was saying today, he's like, it's probably be like the new contracts will, because we're going to have like a new Dark Aether missions stuff. He's like, it'll probably be just like 3 other regular contracts are just put into the Dark Aether. It's like, you know what? You're probably right. As lame as that is, like it's probably true. Legendary tool, transform your weapon, big time. It's a game changer. It is. It's huge, man. It's absolutely huge. And I was gonna spend like pretty much all day yesterday and today. Initially, this was my idea, was to spend it just like doing the tombstone glitch and increasing like my stash size and just filling it up with legendary tools and flawless crystals, golden armor, ether blades, like just over and over and over and over and over again. But I had messaged Glitching Queen, and she said that they had patched the stash increase size glitch. So you can still do the duplication glitch, but that only works if you're going to kill yourself in this map and then come right back to the map. So when doing the red worm, like, it's not feasible. You can't do it because you have to exfil. You have to do. You guys have probably seen the video, but you have to do a whole little funny little thing and whatever. It's not actually that complicated, but you can't do it if you're doing the red worm. So there's no point. You know what I mean? And it's only good from like game to game. It's not like, again, you can't just keep this stuff in your stash because your stash is only, for me, 10 items. So I hope there's more than 1 or 2 missions. I have a feeling, Joe, it's going to be like 5 missions, 4 or 5 missions. I mean, I could absolutely be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be like with Act 4. Although supposedly this is not going to be Act 5. It's going to be a continuation of Act 4. What that means, how that matters, it doesn't. It's just semantics. We're calling it one thing instead of another. It doesn't matter. But anyhow, I think it's probably going to be like 4 or 5 missions, and that's it. Act 1 had what, like 20, 22 missions? Act 2 had like 15. Act 3 had 10. Act 4 had 1. I'm not expecting too much. We don't even know, like, Treyarch is no longer doing the mode. And it's still not confirmed that it is High Moon that's doing it. High Moon was a studio of about 150 people, and then right after basically the whole layoffs happened a couple of weeks ago, High Moon's studio staff size got cut in half. So it went from about 150 to about 75. Plus they do work basically for every new game that's going to be coming out. They do graphical work and do whatever. So how many people are actually working on it? Like, do they care? I put out a poll on my community page of my channel today. Like, do you think, the whole question was, do you think Call of Duty has basically abandoned Modern Warfare 3 Zombies? And so far, I mean, it's just a poll. This is just you guys responding. Out of 167 votes, I just put it up a couple hours ago. 95% of you think, yes, it has been abandoned. Like, that's how bad the current feel of the game is. Even if it's not true, that's how it feels. So, not awesome. By the way, if you're here, can you just do me a favor and drop a like on the stream? It helps me big time. It just takes you 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. Doesn't cost you anything. Just helps me out. Helps with the algorithm. I appreciate it if you can. Thank you. Sport contract, raid, and probably yeah, exactly. And from everything we're hearing, there is a new. It's basically the exact same thing as the cargo contract, but it's going to be in a boat. You're going to do it in the water. Not for the Dark Aether stuff. Just as a new contract to do on the map. Like, okay, cool. I mean, whatever. It's the exact same thing. It's just a boat instead of a car. So, okay. I think this one is us joining forces with Terminus. Joining forces with Terminus outcomes? You think? I don't know, man. A lot of work is going down in the gaming world right now. Yeah, I mean, the layoffs have been insane. Like, every studio, all major studios, too. Dropping employees, 5% of the workforce, 10% of the workforce. You know, these companies, like, it's been huge, man. It's very significant layoffs. I'm not going to pretend I know, like, the inner workings of any of the studios and how they, you know, how they operate, or do they operate excessively, you know, with the excessive amount? Like, probably not, I wouldn't guess, but I don't know. I don't know. Why would you think we would join Terminus Outcomes? That's Zakayev. That's the bad guys. Why do you think we would join them? I'm just curious. I'm not saying you're wrong, even. I'm just curious. Because at the end of Act 3, you know, we set off the Ethereum neutralizer thing. You know, Dr. Jansen, she runs up, she pulls the lever down, and we see Zakayev's his canister that he's holding of the Ethereum crystals. That it goes dark, like, and it just kind of dies. And then him and his buddy there, I don't know who that guy. I don't even remember who that guy is. They run away. So they're still out there, but. Can anyone help me unlock the Scorcher plans? I need this weapon, but I play alone. Anyone can help out Till, man. He needs some help. This doing the red worm. Unfortunately, Till, I wish we could guarantee like you would get the specific schematics, but you can't, unfortunately. But if anybody can help out Till doing the red worm, let them know. By the way, I'll ask you guys, because you guys are the ones that show up in all the time and are active. If I put this on the community page as well, but if I made a Discord server, would you guys be interested in joining? It would have things Till, by the way, like and Eric, like hey, I'm on Xbox. This is my gamer tag. I need help running the red worm boss because I need such and such schematic. I need help doing Act 3, Mission 2, whatever, because I need to finish blah blah blah. Those would be the types of things I'm putting in there, and or that you guys would be putting in there as well. Like, and also like, hey, I'm going live. There's when a video comes out or a stream goes live or whatever, it would be posted there as well. Phalanx, she'd be down. His second command had a change in heart about the Dark Aether. Oh, Zakaios, yeah. Joe, you'd be down. Okay, cool. I've not even sketched out an idea of what I would want my server to look like, but I think I kind of need to build one here. I'm down for Red Worm Sunday. I'm looking forward to taking this weekend off. I gotta be honest. I am exhausted, dude. It's just my sleep has just been off. That's the only thing. I haven't changed anything else. I'm still working out, still doing all my stuff. It's just like I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know why. My sleep has just been terrible the last few days. I'm just hoping I can get it back on track, because it just gets rough. Like not getting enough sleep is rough, dude. It really is just rough. It changes your whole perspective on literally everything that you experience throughout the day. And it's just like, makes everything a chore and miserable and just not good. So hopefully we'll get it all straightened out. And at least by next Wednesday, so when the new season comes out. I just hope it's fun, man. Like, I was super excited about this game mode when it first came out. Like, I enjoyed it. I still do enjoy it in a general sense. It's just that when you've got, it's the same thing we talked about before when Eric and I played and he hopped in and I just needed like 2 more schematics that I just could not get. And then he hopped on and I got him immediately. So he was like my good luck charm, I think. But yeah, when you've got all this stuff, it just kind of feels like, well, what's to do? Like, why play? And especially when everything's on like this massive cooldown. I've got stuff like, as soon as I got the schematic for the legendary tool today, it's like, okay, I made one. Now it's on a 24-hour cooldown. As soon as the ether tool, ether blade is ready, I make one. As soon as the golden armor is ready, I make one. And then you've got 3 days to wait, like, till you can do it again, like. And you just don't get them a lot. Like, even my friend and I, this guy and me, we've done a bunch of tier 4 runs, just kind of like practicing and just going through and just like seeing what schematics we could get out of it. Not schematics, but or schematics, but one-time use stuff, whatever. And we did tier 5, of course, as well. But those are specific schematics that you're gonna get from doing them. And the rewards have been mediocre at best. I mean, there's so many times I do tier 3 contracts and I get like a green or blue ether tool and that's it. Or I get Frost Blast and that's it. Like, what is this, man? Like, that's not a reward for tier 3. It's just, I don't know, it's just not cool. I do suggest VR11 and it takes chunks out of the world. Yeah, you're gonna see when I use the VR11 in this boss, and you're gonna actually see when every time I hit him with it, like you're gonna see a chunk of his health come down, like definitely. I feel like a crackhead when you don't sleep good. That's the facts, man. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never done crack, but I'm like, I've imagined that's probably what it would be like. Yeah, Phalanx. Yeah, I'm still in search of epic tool plans. See, it's nuts. Anyone want to help me in the Elder Dark Aether? Blanker needs help in tier 5. Yeah, the Elder Aether. So let him know if you can. Volatile, what's going on, man? Finally, I waited 2 weeks for a Twitter stream. What do you mean? I've been streaming every day. What are you talking about, Volatile? Oh, that's my pretty. And that really bugged me, by the way. You see me run on there and I got completely stopped. A zombie spawned underneath my feet, literally underneath my feet, and just completely stopped me in my tracks. I couldn't move. I mean, it was only a split second because I, moved my stick to the left. But like, that I don't think that should ever happen. You guys, I don't know if any of you were here for it when I did Zetsubo no Shima boss fight for the first time, and I was going down the stairs, like there's the stairs on the backside. You kind of keep going back and forth over it, and you're kind of just waiting for be able to shoot another arm off of the tree. And I went down the bottom side of the stairs, and a thrasher spawned literally underneath my feet and completely pinned me up against the banister. I flat out could not move, and I died. I was so pissed because I really did not like Zets at the time, although I really do now, to be honest. But at the time, anyway, I just was not enjoying the map, and I was like, now I have to do it again. Now I have to do this stupid map again. I was so pissed, dude. I was so pissed. That's why players have to do glitches so they keep using that gear. Exactly. Which I was just saying to you guys yesterday, like, I don't want to do that stuff. I didn't, it's not the thing I want to do. I don't really do glitches. Not that I don't really do. I don't do them. Did I stream yesterday? I don't know. Again, my sleep has been really messed up, dude. I swear to God, I don't remember what happened yesterday. But yeah, like, I don't do that stuff, and I was full on, like, that's what I was planning to do yesterday and this morning. Like I said, like, I was planning on just spending time until I got my stash size up to 220 or whatever the thing is you can do, and just fill it with legendary tools, flawless crystals, all the legendary schematics, all that kind of stuff, too. First streamer who said my name right. Thanks, bro. Blanker? Who doesn't get Blanker? I mean, you're welcome. But I mean, that's worth a subscribe and drop a like and all that kind of stuff, of course. Zombie Blood, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Really? It must be a glitch in the app then. Yeah, definitely. But dude, I've been streaming. I don't think I did yesterday. 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I took a couple of days off, then 4 straight days. Like 6 out of the last 9 days, plus a video. So a little bit glitchy, I guess. Appreciate you, Blanker. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for the sub, indeed. I don't do glitches either. Yeah, I mean, like I told you guys the other day, it may sound corny. I really am trying to. We were talking about the whole thing with Gobble Gums. Sorry, just right there. I was telling my friend, like, dude, he's completely stuck. Let's just lay into him. And then, of course, the moment I said that, he broke free through that truck there or whatever, that car. I was like, oh, typical. Never mind. Yeah, because the new game coming out this year, Gulf War, is supposedly, the rumor is, strong rumor, the rumor's been around for quite a while now. There's going to be, well, people was saying it was going to be Gobble Gums, but I don't know if it's specifically going to be Gobble Gums again, but it's going to be like Gobble Gums or Elixirs or Fate and Fortune cards from MWIII, something along those kinds of lines. And, the average player, the average person that's interested in zombies, like, you're probably not spending hundreds of dollars like big streamers are to get every game that can have a perkaholic and a shopping free and raindrops and all the other stuff that, like, by round 3 you have perkaholic, the entire map open, and you have like 15 grand. So you can just, when you're doing that, you're just playing you're not playing a different game, but you are playing a different version of the same game. You know what I mean? It's not the same as what other people are doing. And I'm always like, if I can earn it, great, I'll use it. Although I literally have never used a perkaholic gobblegum. I have some. I think I have like a dozen of them, maybe, something like that. Maybe more by now, but I've never actually used one on BO3. I've used a few IW, but it's kind of once you get director's cut on that, you're good to go anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But in a lot of it is, one, I don't have the cash to spend, you know, like $1,000 on the chance to, you know, spin the wheel or go to the elixir room and hopefully I'll get this many perkaholics and this many shopping frees and this many whatever else. And I don't think you, for the most part, you guys don't either. So it's when I see like other big streamers or YouTubers or whatever, like, and they're making guys like, yeah, dude, you can do this no problem. And you look at like, just follow my guide and do what I do, blah blah blah. But they're using all these mega gobble gums. Like, it's not the same thing, man. It's not the same thing. Doing a boss fight on round, or getting to a boss fight on round 10 versus round 22 is very, very, very different situation. So it's not the same. Anyway, I think I'm gonna set up a stream leading up to the new game, though. I'll be like, this entire stream is for donations to my Gobblegum whatever fund. Every single dollar that gets donated, like, I'll buy Gobblegums or whatever they are this year with it, something like that. But because I can't hop on my new zombies because my dog chewed my PS5. Oh, power cord. I have to order a new. I thought you were gonna say like your dog literally ate your PS5. The power cord. I mean, it sucks, but you can get a new one. I thought it was gonna be like a new PS5. That would really suck. Director's cut is cheating? Nonsense. What's up, Mitchell? How you doing, man? Am I the only one noticing that he was using one hand to shoot? I'm not playing right now. This is recorded gameplay, by the way. This I recorded earlier this afternoon with a friend of mine. We're just seeing if we can get this done. So yeah, I'm not trying to fool anybody. I'm not playing right now. This is recorded. I wanted to share the footage because this is the final schematic that I needed to get. So, yeah, I'm not some one-handed zombies genius at all. Definitely not. I mean, with both hands. Oh yeah. Then I'm a genius. By the way, I think I'm gonna probably be using this VR11 here coming up soon. Again, just watch whenever it is that I pull this thing out. Watch how fast I reload it. And then just keep that in mind for when we're actually in the worm boss fight and see how slow the reload is there. By the way, did you notice this? Sorry, we're gonna get back. I want to show you this. Right there, it's actually right there. When I'm on those stairs and I turn and then I kind of like run almost into the wall, that was purely aim assist, like pulling me back. It wouldn't let me turn. Like, watch how strong this is. I think I'm just gonna turn aim assist off for zombies. Period. I did for BO too. Like right there, it wouldn't let me turn. I had to like double clutch and kind of push it around. Anyway, I turned aim assist completely off on BO2 because it was driving me crazy, and I think I might just turn it off for all of them. It's nuts, man. If your sensitivity isn't really like super high, you just can't turn away sometimes. And I don't like to play on a super high sense. I mean, I think it's literally labeled as high, but it's not like super high. I heard they're going yeah, that was found in some files. I don't know, that's curious, man. It's very curious. They might be trying to kind of claim because it's a wonder weapon that breaks for one, and then it doesn't take much to break it. So that's just a double whammy right there. So they might be trying to, like, you know, buff up its image from what it's seen as, like, just basically kind of change the thought process of what people think of the jet gun. It would be nice to get the paralyzer again. I mean, think of the stuff you could do with that. It comes in super handy. I mean, you could fly. It's pretty cool. Oh, okay. This is what happened to me yesterday. Oh, I'm so glad I said that. So, it drove me crazy. You remember I was telling you guys, me and this guy, my friend here, we were playing, I don't know, a few days ago. and he was using the Scorcher. And he told me he got hit by like a helicopter. It killed him instantly. He couldn't be revived. Uh-oh, what the hell was that?
Hey, repeat after me. Director's cut is cheap and unfair.
What did you just do? What did you just do? Dude, what did you just do? Mitchell with $100 dono. Hey, repeat after me. Director's cut is cheap and unfair. $100, Mitchell? What are you doing, man? You gotta buy yourself a goddamn Xbox. Tell me you meant for that to be 10. What are you doing, dude? And that was through... Oh, my God. Yes, you did mean to do $10? And that was through the dono link instead of the super chat, which... Oh, you bought an Xbox. Oh, awesome, dude. Awesome. Wow, man. I don't even... That's far and away the biggest single dono I've ever had. Thank you very much, Mitchell. I don't know why you're doing that, man, but thank you very much. I'm glad you got your Xbox, though, and don't have it yet. It's on order. Maybe you robbed a bank. Did you rob a bank? And then I can understand it. I mean, I'll take ill-gotten gains. I'm fine with that. Holy crap. Everybody throw in a some Mitchell love in the chat. Dude, holy sugar. $100 dono. Far and away. The biggest single dono I've had ever. I think before that was like 20 or 25 bucks. So thank you very much, Mitchell. That was really generous of you, man. One time only. That's, yeah, it's how it should be. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Wow. Getting rich off of Bitcoin or something? I mean, musta. Holy, honestly, I thought it was going to be a super chat, and I went to look for it. I'm like, I don't see it. Where is it? And I thought I saw out of the corner of my eye over here, because it's a super small screen. I thought I saw 100, not 10. And I was like, no. And then I couldn't find it in Super Chat because it wasn't Super Chatted. It was through the dono link in the description. Which, by the way, means that I get like all of that money that's donated instead of YouTube taking 30%. Man, seriously, thank you. I'm muttering and stumbling and sputtering, but that's very generous, man. Thank you very much. That's huge. Thank you. Might just get an Xbox so I can play all the OG CODs in there. Yeah, man. Well, I know you get 98% of Streamlabs and only 70% of chats. That's true. Yeah, dude, it's insane like how much YouTube takes. I mean, it's a free platform. It's like if you somebody owned a building, right, and you want to open a store, and they don't ever charge you rent, but they get 30% of everything that you get forever. Is that fair? Kind of fair, right? Well, it's actually more than that because of ad revenue. They actually get like 55% of that, and donations they take 30%. I thought I was going to die here. I don't know how I got through that. No, you're alert. Yeah, I mean, I'm awake now. Michael Moon? I don't know what that is. Anyway, man, thank you. Appreciate it. That's, again, it's extremely generous. But, yeah. Anyway, oh, dude, I totally forgot. I totally forgot what I was gonna say now. You derailed the stream. I don't know. I forget what we were talking about. Yeah, dude. I mean, Xbox. I don't know. I've always. I mean, there's just literally factually, Xbox One. I mean, Xbox Series X versus PS5. The Xbox is more powerful. I mean, is it that much more powerful that like it's super noticeable? No, I don't think so. To me, it's just like which interface do you like interacting with more? And for me, the really big thing is the controller, and I love the Xbox Elite controller. I always have. That guy, I don't know what's going on with these Mega Abominations, man, but they just disappear, like left and right. And I don't know why. They just vanish all the time now. God
damn it! I missed my revolver.
But yeah, anyway, I don't know what's going on with that. That's always been Xbox's selling point. Xbox have more powerful console. I mean, it definitely is. I mean, just flat out, it's just a fact. It's not like arguable. I'm not trying to pick. I have a PS5. I had a PS4. I had a PS3. It really just comes down to what, for me, really, the biggest thing is that it's the point of contact. Like, this is what you were holding this. Although I do like the new, what is this called? What do they call it? The DualSense Edge, because it's got the paddles in the back. I do like that, but I like the Xbox controller better. And honestly, the Xbox is way... I never hear my Xbox. I never heard the Xbox One making noise. The PS4 was like a jet engine next to you, and the PS5 isn't that much better, to be honest. But they've got the PS5 Slim Pros or whatever coming supposedly this year, I think. And I think what I had heard recently was like the next generation of Xbox console, there's not even going to be a disk drive option. So probably they'll come with like an extra USB port or two, because I mean, I've got some games back there. I've got a stack of Call of Duty games over there, older ones that are on disc. I'm not rebuying them. Although I would expect, I think probably by this summer, for those of you that are Xbox Game Pass, like whatever Ultimate, I'm a base level core, right? They call it core. But for those of you that are like the Ultimate version, probably, I mean, I'm guessing, this is a complete guess, but Xbox has specifically stated they want to put Call of Duty on Xbox Game Pass. That's Xbox's big thing, cloud gaming going forward. They've wanted, one of the big reasons they bought Call of Duty was to have it on their Xbox Game Pass service. If you guys have been paying attention or seeing these things, like a couple of patches have rolled out lately for BO2 and BO3, although it doesn't seem to have fixed fully the hacking issues on them. So I'm hopeful that will happen soon, because I would love to be able to hop on BO2 multiplayer and play multiplayer on that, and BO3 for that matter, because I actually really love BO3. BO3 is my overall favorite Call of Duty game. I mean, it has the best zombies, I think, by far, plus the custom zombies capabilities is just... It really, if there was a tie, that would push it over the edge, but I like BO3 multiplayer. The campaign is terrible, but again, I don't give a crap about the campaign. But I think the multiplayer is really good. I know it's a jetpack COD, and that might just be a flat, hard no for some people, but I'm okay with it. I mean, you also got to remember, I started at Advanced Warfare. Also, 2027 supposedly is going to be Advanced Warfare 2. What do you guys think about that? I mean, let's just assume that is true. What do you guys think about that? Because I am genuinely kind of hyped about that. Like, I think that's going to be awesome. Phalanx sounded like a 747 power up. Yeah, the PS4s were just ridiculous, man. By the way, we're about to go into the Red Worm boss fight here. I'm dropping my the Casimirs to pick up this extra sentry, because my buddy's not close enough to come grab it. So you go for that, Phalanx. I mean, I'm actually kind of pumped. I'm genuinely kind of like, because they could do Exo Zombies right this time. it should have been so much fun. It might not have been good, but it could have been a lot of fun. And now they have a chance to make it fun. At least. It could be good as well. They might not even do with zombies. I don't know. But I hope. Anyway. We're going to the Red Worm right now. So the plan here is, like, one guy had said he was going to come do the Red Worm as well. And then when I'm down on the field, I actually sent out another message and 2 more dudes showed up, which was awesome. But the plan here was that we were each going to have, me and my friend were going to have 3 turrets. We're going to, when the storm rolls in, we're going to put in the USB sticks. Then you've got like a full minute before the Red Worm actually shows up. And that we found a buy station that's fairly close to the soccer field, which is where this particular boss fight is going to take place, which you can see right there. So we're going to put our 3 sentries down right away, run over, or I think actually not even put them down already, but this is the buy. I just marked it just so I know coming back. Because you're in the storm, things get a little bit kind of crazy in there, like it's hard to see. So we're going to, you put those down, or you didn't even have to put them down yet because you've got the time. Run over, have the space in your rucksack to buy 3 more. And I actually ended up buying like, I think 2 more. And then after your initial sentries run out, because you can only do 3 at a time now, remember? Per person. And then put the new ones down. But then when we had more people show up, I'm like, I'm trying to drop it again. And you'll see, like, I'm trying to like, hey, take it, take it, take it, take it. And again, you'll see that. But, yeah, like, it's a plan. Now, the sentry turret, when you can put the circuit board in, the Ken spawn here, is on the building on the exact opposite side of the field where we are now, that I'm looking at now, like in the distance there. And it's on top of that. So that thing would absolutely laser the worm. And this is the dude that said he would meet us. And then, again, there's going to be 2 more that show up. Even the Valhalla DLC for God of War lasted longer than Modern Warfare 3 campaign. BO3 multiplayer, best ever, completely balanced in all ways. Every gun. You could never use it and still have good games. I think BO3 was a virtually perfect game. When you, again, I don't care about campaign. And I did play that campaign, and it was genuinely awful. I was just confused as hell. Like, I don't even know what's going on. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. To me, it didn't at the time. I've not gone back and done it. I have no desire to. The only reason why I kind of want to a little bit is because once you complete it regular, then you can do it like the zombie version, which is the exact same. It's just that everything is zombies instead of soldiers and regular people. Bro, literally moved without touching the keyboard. Remember on Advanced Warfare how much you spent on opening the box? Well, that's the thing, is I don't spend any money on that kind of stuff. I haven't in the past. Harold, thank you for subscribing and appreciate you. Thank you. I haven't spent any money. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, because I think it's actually really kind of tacky and bad, in a way. But like, if I did a stream, like, and it was like literally titled, anything you donate during the stream goes directly towards, this is closer to the new game coming out, obviously, goes toward Gobble Gums or whatever the hell they are, you know, in the new game this year. I mean, you guys tell me what you think of, like, should I do that? Should I not do it? Is it like super corny or what? And I think I'm about to call in, I mean, do the text to the rest of the guys, but whatever. The BO3 campaign, the TLDR is you're dying and you're playing through Taylor's memories. Literally don't even remember that. I genuinely don't remember that at all. I gotta hook up a keyboard to my Xbox. Can you have a keyboard and a controller plugged in at the same time? Or like, I mean, I could do my controller wire Bluetooth, but have the keyboard plugged in just for typing, and I could play with the actual controller. Is that a thing? Because I think I might have thrown it away. I did have an extra keyboard from my last computer, but I don't know. So anyway, their controller keyboards. I'm not doing that. Those stupid huge things. Like I refuse to get one of those. Did you guys know, by the way, that when you have the ether blade as your tactical, like when you go to melee, you stab, you use the knife, the ether blade to stab? Like it's not just you don't hit them with the butt of your gun or anything like that? So again, if you remember like how fast I reloaded this thing in the tier 3, watch when we actually start this. Same with the throwing knife.
We got loot here.
I'm showing him because I have 2 of the USBs. I gave him 2 of the USBs, so I'm just pointing out which ones are his, which ones are mine. And then these 2 dudes show up, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna do this. We're definitely gonna do this." You didn't know that, Aliens? Yeah, it was just kind of like, and the ether blade just looks kind of cool. So I'm about to drop him, or try to drop these guys one of my sentries. I'm like, great. If we can get like everybody puts down 3 sentries right off the bat, like this is awesome. But like look at it. He's looking at it. I'm pointing at it. I'm shooting at it. I highlight it like for you, and he just runs away. And I don't want it to despawn or like just go like abandoned. So I pick it back up and I'm like, I drop it again. Like, hey, I'm dropping this for you, and now he's not even really looking. I think he picks it up here. Yeah. So then once the storm rolls in, then I'm gonna run immediately to the buy and go. I think I only actually bought like 2 more. I meant to buy 3, but it's not even gonna come down to that. So it's not gonna matter. But anyway, when you defeat Greylorm, how are you supposed to exfil if you take too long to reach the last exfil point? If you missed the last, when you beat this guy, is this Greylorm or Gormgant? I can't remember. Right where you beat this worm, a portal spawns. You don't have to make like the last exfil or anything. A portal like the Dark Aether portal, like the little A looking portal, one of those spawns here, and you go through that and that's it. And you run really. I mean, you guys probably already know this, but you run super fast with the VR11 out. Yeah, you don't have to like make it somewhere else. Oh, I didn't even finish what I was saying. So I was telling you guys a few days ago, my buddy, he was using the Scorcher and he thought he got hit by the helicopter and died, and like he was just gone from the map. I couldn't find him. Like his body was gone. So yesterday he and I were doing this exact same thing, but we were doing it over by like Hadika Farms area on the literal opposite side of the map. And we were doing this exact same thing just like there. So we had gone to the buy after we activated the USBs. There was a buy close by. We're going by to buy some more sentry guns. We each had Scorchers. I boosted back, so I boosted up once, and I'm just holding it down for the second one. And once the second one went down, it insta-killed me, and I fell from the sky and went like through the ground and dead instantly. He couldn't revive me. Nothing could be done about it. I was just out of the game, so I had wasted like a legendary tool. Maybe I don't know if it was a flawless crystal or a tier pack 2 that I upgraded, but ether blade wasted, golden armor wasted, all that stuff just completely wasted. So keep an eye when I actually hit him with this thing, like how you can see the chunk come off, like it does good damage. And then watch the reload, super fast there, but it's gonna slow way down, and I don't understand why. Again, super fast. And then later it's going to be like a very slow reload. And a couple of these guys went down once or twice. Like that guy, he never pulled his chute. See, like a much slower reload there. Is it just the more you reload? I don't know. Storm damage makes you reload slower? Is that the real thing? See, like, way slower now. I mean, I've got the gas mask on. I'm not taking any damage. I mean, shouldn't be. And I don't think I get hit for the rest of this boss fight, by the way. It was like when I did it with Junior the other day on stream. I literally didn't get touched because it was like half the lobby was in fighting him. I got hit by a zombie like twice, I think, in this, and then that's it. Nothing else happens. It's just amazing, like, the difference adding a couple of people makes. It goes from being super hard to, like, this is so easy. It's just kind of almost boring. And there it goes. I dropped this fluff, switched that thing out. I was like, no, 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 no. That's it, man. He's dead. Let's go. And then the reward rift, and then I was like, oh, please get it. And then I saw the tool, and I was like, oh, yeah. It's like, thank God. So I have everything now, and again, I've already, like, instantly when I leave the game, I start cooking one up, and, you know, get the thing on cooldown so I can make another one as soon as possible. I didn't even get to use the other ones. Mission accomplished, exactly. I don't know, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, but not really, though. I mean, I would understand if I was taking damage with no gas mask on, like, I would understand that, but with the gas mask on, like, I don't see why. I just realized my gas mask was about to run out. I've got every schematic except for the stupid legendary tool. That's all I was missing, and I got that today, obviously, volatile, so I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. And again, my buddy, we've been doing tier 3 contracts forever. He's done Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Tier 4, Tier 5, and, you know, done this now as well. And he's still missing the Tombstone schematic, and he might even be missing the Epic schematic, the Epic tool schematic or something like that. Golden armor is the best thing to have. Golden armor is the best thing, period, in the game. It's the most powerful, best thing in the game. Absolutely. That, then the legendary tool. Like, I said this like 20 minutes ago, but that, then the legendary tool, then maybe like the Ether Blade or something like that. Because the reason why the armor is, the golden armor is so good is because I was just like, where is it? Oh, there it is. I make one immediately. The blade is fun to use. It really is. But the thing about it that's so good, well, it's also the same partially with the armor, is the armor, it regrows itself every 4 seconds. So that's obviously pretty great. You don't have to keep reloading yourself. You can focus on fighting, whether it's a boss, whether it's the zombies, whether it's both things at the same time, whatever. But you also don't have to take up so many of your slots in your rucksack with extra armor. And when you're a solo player, you need to do that. You just have to, or else you're going to run out of armor. You're going to. It's insane doing, like, if you have golden armor and you've been using it, like you did the glitch where you duplicated it a million times and you've got like 50 of them. Go into the Dark Aether, like go do tier 4, tier 5, or the worm boss, and go in with regular armor and see the difference. Just to experience it again. It's insane how much difference the golden armor makes. It's huge. The thing with the legendary ether tool is it's like going from Pack-a-Punch 3 to Pack-a-Punch 5. It's that powerful. It makes your gun really strong. And honestly, there's only a few guns in the game where you can go into like tier 3 or, you know, the Dark Aether and not need a legendary tool. You could go in with an epic tool and be okay. Like the Lockwood shotgun. Maybe this attack evolver is actually pretty good. You could probably do that. The Ram 9 and the Ram 7 maybe, like those. Other than that, you're gonna spend like too much time trying to get kills, and you can't spend a lot of time in the Dark Aether and Tier 5 especially. You're on a 15-minute limit. You gotta be able to push through, get the kills, and get the hell out of there. I'll just replay that little boss fight at the end while I'm babbling, so you're not looking at a static screen. And then the Aether Blade, it's a one-hit kill in every area of the game, except for on mini bosses and obviously, you know, mega bosses here, like the worm or whatever. And it recharges every 4 seconds. You could just throw it. You don't even have to aim. You can just run and chuck it, and it will insta-kill, one-hit kill any regular zombie, whether it's an armored zombie or no armor or whatever. So long as it's not a mini boss or a big boss, it insta-kills. I mean, and you don't have to aim. You just boom, and then you're clear. You're all good to go. So that's just, you know, how good that thing is. Those few items are. I mean, they're really almost necessary. And then once you get them, it's like, oh, this is so much easier now. Like, this is so much easier now. If they were to add Bloodburner schematics in next season, they better do something useful. If not, I don't want it. Even having one on the map, the thing is so laggy. Half the time, literally, at least half the time, it's unusable when you find it. You literally cannot drive it around because you're constantly lagging back every like 3 seconds or so, and you literally won't go anywhere. And that's with one on the map, and they want to make it so 24 people on the map at the same time can have one. Like, that doesn't sound like a good idea to me. And honestly, like, it's okay. It turns terribly though. It's just not. I mean, the health is pretty good. It lasts a little bit longer. So if you're taking it to tier 3, like, okay. But at the same time, you can't really navigate tight areas, and tier 3 is a lot of tight areas. So unless you're going to be doing like the main circuit, like a loop, it's going to be a nightmare. It's really not going to be worth it. So yeah, I mean, it has the field upgrade thing, so like the ether canister explodes kind of a thing, and insta kills everything around it. I mean, that's pretty good, but it's not like you have it ready all the time. I mean, whatever. It's fine. It's fine, I guess. 50% better than Epic Tool, from what I understand. I mean, that sounds right. To be honest with you, that sounds. I mean, at least. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was literally 100% of the Epic Tool. I really wouldn't be surprised. It's that good. I mean, you guys know this. Like, just go into a game and like try the difference between even Pack-a-Puncher gun, but don't put any ether tool on it at all. So you've got a gray gun, and then put a green ether tool on it and see, like, oh wow, that makes a difference. And then put the blue one on, and then the purple one, and then. Or, you know, go into tier 3 with just a purple double papped gun and see. And then do it again, the exact same stuff, but do like a legendary one. Or go down to like the blue and see what it's like. It's a huge, huge difference, man. And for me, it's the one thing I'm not in favor of getting lucky. Like, I mean, I like to get lucky, you know what I mean? But like, I like to be able to earn something and to guarantee that I can get it. And then in this game, the only thing you cannot guarantee is ether tools. Even with ammo mods, you can't guarantee which one you get, but you can guarantee yourself ammo mods by doing ether nests. And honestly, a lot of them are in just gas stations as well, but ether nest and the stronghold, infected strongholds. The only thing is if you do enough contracts, almost surely you will get an ether tool. It's probably going to be a green one, maybe a blue one. And sometimes if you're lucky, you get an epic one. Getting legendary ether tools is so extraordinarily rare. Even doing all the stuff in tier 3 and whatnot, like, it's just kind of crazy. So I wish there was a way to earn it. Like even if they created a like a Cold War thing with salvage, like had some kind of salvage drop or something, or even just points. I don't care, but make it so you can actually earn it, because, or make it so you can pack a bunch to level 5, and it can't be like $75,000 because you're not going to earn that much money in one game on a 45-minute run. Like you're not going. Unless you're in a squad like of 6 and everybody's running the contract, like as soon as one's done, another one in tier 3 or whatever. Like you're not gonna do that solo though. He's up all night to get lucky. I don't know how these guys win. Well, whatever. If you get hit by his beam, like you insta go down. So I get it. And Myth is looks like the only person here that doesn't have the golden armor. And we were in another game, and we wanted to test this here at the soccer field with that the turret that can spawn in, the circuit board turret, and we wanted to like get this area for where the worm was going to be, and then get this, the circuit turret at the end of the soccer field here. And we wanted to get then 4 circuit boards to really kind of test it out, because you guys know if you've used even 2 regular sentry guns on a Mega Abomination, how long it takes for it to take it down. Like it will take it down eventually, but it takes a while. Versus put in 1 circuit board into a circuit board turret, and that thing is just laser beam dead in like a few seconds, as opposed to a couple of minutes for the regular sentry. So we kind of wanted to see what it would do to this guy, but we just didn't get lucky enough to get it to work out that we had the sentry, the circuit turret at the soccer field, while also getting the red worm here. So we kind of were lobby shopping a little bit. Like we'd log in, load into the map, and then be like, oh, it's not the right one or whatever, and then we'd go to the next one. But it's Greylorm, it's not going to. My bad. I have to change it. Lobby shopping, yes, indeed. And then we ended up not getting what we were looking for, so we just did this anyway. By the way, did you notice the pinned comment is the red worm in the tombstone? He's dead. Was that clear? I don't know if that was clear, but that's what I was going for there. I thought it was funny. Anyhow. So that was the guy, just dropped my buddy there, the Scorcher schematic. I thought it was funny. It's not clear, though, you're saying, right? Yeah. Oh, I was just so happy that I got the stupid Aether tool schematic. So I don't have to, like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, I have to figure out, is there a way, like, is there some kind of glitch where you can expand your stash still? Because Glitching Queen told me it was patched, or at least the one that had been being used was patched, and I'm unaware of another method to expand your stash. The duplication thing is not what I'm talking about. The tombstone duplication glitch is not what I'm talking about. That just doubles what you've got, but you can't put it in your stash if you just have a regular 10 slot stash. And I don't know that there is a way to, as far as I know, there is not a way at the moment to expand your stash from 10 to anything else. Now, Season 2 Reloaded comes out Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday morning, right? At like 9 or 10 a.m. Pacific time. And again, I will be streaming it live as soon as it goes live. If they don't add a way, well, I mean, we got to see, like, how many missions did they actually give us? Because I think it's probably going to be, like, no more than 5. Honestly, I'd be a little bit shocked if it was more than 5. But then, so long as they're fun, I'm not going to mind that much, but I still will mind a little bit. So I desperately want, I mean, it has to be at least 5 missions. a good new Dark Aether experience. There's going to be something like, again, where you get the locked diary, the pill bottle, the dog collar, the camera. There's going to be another one of those missions, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. So we had to use brain rot and dead wire on that. Like this one, we have to use napalm and cryo, probably, maybe, on something. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like you have to use cryo on the hellhounds or something, and then it'll drop a canine tooth. Use napalm on, I don't know, whatever, or use one of the other things on something else. What's the shatter blast on, like a mangler, and he'll drop golden armor? I don't know, or golden arm cannon, something like that. And then, anyway, hopefully just whatever Dark Aether stuff they come up with will actually be fun and worthwhile to do and repeatable in a fun way. I'm not expecting it to be very solo friendly. I'm expecting the exact opposite, because everything about this game is not solo friendly, so I don't know why they would start now. But really, if they don't make it so you can increase your stash size to at least 25, I'll be super pissed. I'm just going to be. If they don't make it so there's missions where you can create a wallet so you can carry over cash from game to game, I'll be pissed at this point. They had it in DMZ. They're very well aware of how we all feel about it. They're also very well aware of how we feel about the stash size, and they're like, well, you're supposed to make the hard choices. There's not even a hard choice. It's not really a choice at all. The length of cooldowns on these items makes it so you really can't play this game every day in a fun way, because you're not able to have all these things that you have earned in the past. They just don't care. I mean, honestly, I think that might there's a lot of games or a lot of times where the game has been out for a little while now and people say that, and I'm always like, no, that's not true. Obviously they care. They want us to play their game and they want blah blah blah. I think that might literally be the case though right now, Mitchell. I think they kind of don't care, which is why I put that poll out on my community page of my YouTube channel. Has Call of Duty abandoned Modern Warfare 3 Zombies? And whether it's true or not, at the moment 95% of you are saying yes. So that's how at least we feel as the people that play this game on a daily or somewhat regular basis at least. We feel like we've been abandoned. We're not getting updates. The game is still crashing. I mean, yesterday I had a stupid bug where I'm using the Scorcher, boosting with the Scorcher. I literally just insta-killed me. And I lost the stuff that it takes me days to earn off of a cooldown. Like, I it's just, it's mind-boggling. Also, when you make it a Discord, I'm not sure when, but I'm going to start working on it soon, Mitchell. Like putting something together there, for sure. So I can have a little hub of, I want all of us to be able to like, hey, hop on and be like, hey man, I want to run Shadows of Evil, and I want to do the full Easter egg, so I need a group of 4 people. I'm on Xbox. Here's my gamer tag. I'm going to be on at such and such a time. Message me or whatever. So JB, what's up, man? So that's what all that's going to be like for, hopefully, and will be useful and fun and good for you guys to use, and a fun place to be. Not going to really tolerate any kind of bashing anybody else there. It's kind of like I said, when we used to do the beta live streams, when every time the game would come out, and like, you go as hard as you want, absolutely go as hard as you want, be as sweaty, as competitive as you want to be. Do not criticize anybody else here that's playing. Don't do it. And it's not going to be acceptable in the Discord either once I create that. But well, it looks like I ain't using the Scorcher anytime soon. Well, that's the thing, Volatile. It makes me nervous is like, because my friend said he got like hit by a helicopter and while he was boosting, and that's how he died. And literally took him out of the game. I could not res him. He was gone. His body was completely gone. My body was still there, but he was not resable. But I don't think it was a helicopter that hit him. I think it was just he tries boosted again, and he just got knocked out of the sky, and he was just like, "What the hell's going on?" And there was a helicopter somewhere near him, so he thought, "Oh, that must be what happened." That is not what happened to me. It just literally insta killed me in the sky, and then threw me almost through the ground. It was amazing. Almost like people that love playing games used to make games, and now the people making games care more about money and selling skins. I mean, it is kind of crazy how many. Like they just announced today, it did strike me yet again, I should say, today. They were on Twitter, they're like advertising these new skins, and it's just like, how about you make your game work? I paid $70 for the game. How about that works first? And then you sell me all this shit all the time. Discord would be fun. You gotta get on Twitch too, still. Yeah, I mean, I think, what's funny is right before I came over here to show this, I was watching Scotty stream over on Twitch. If you guys don't know Scotty, him and Steve, I think they're brothers. Steve is like one of the best speedrunners that there is, period. And Scotty, his brother, is also very good. But somebody was asking, because Steve was in Scotty's chat, and somebody was asking Steve, like, "Hey man, why don't you stream over on YouTube? You do your videos over there." And he's like, "Well, from what I understand, if you stream on YouTube and try to upload videos, it makes the amount of times your videos will be seen way less." And I'm telling you for 100% fact, it's true. And I mean, I can see exactly what is happening when I'm streaming. My overall numbers go down, like my viewer total numbers go down, like stuff that was like doing really well, like my shorts and all that kind of stuff that was always like the same amount of numbers. Immediately once I start, like just December, January, because of vacation, and I also got sick on both ends of my vacation, the front side and the back side of it. I was off for like a month. My views were pretty high, and then immediately, and this is not the first time. I've noticed this many times over the course of my YouTube career. Immediately, though, once I started streaming again, the numbers for everything else dropped dramatically. Like you can on the chart, like it's all up here. It's up here. It's like a little bit down, a little bit, but whatever, a little bit up, a little bit down. But basically, you could draw a line across. As soon as I start streaming, boom, drops. Now the view time, it pretty much is holding steady because, I mean, a shorts video is no longer than a minute. This stream is a short stream, and we're going for an hour and 17 minutes already, and it's a short stream. And average view duration so far is 9 minutes and 33 seconds. So the view time is going to kind of work itself out. But the views themselves drop off the goddamn table. It's ridiculous. So I really do think I need to switch over to Twitch to stream, and then purely leave YouTube as my videos and shorts place. I mean, I think it just has to be. I've been trying to not do that because I like the idea of being in one place. Like, where I'm going to be. If I'm streaming or making a video or putting up a short or whatever, exactly where it is because it's all the same place. So no matter how you found me, you can find everything else I do in the same spot. So simple as can be, right? But it's not how the whole algorithm works. It's not how YouTube really functions. I mean, think of the big YouTube streamers, and like at least for zombies wise, there's really not that many of them. I mean, Noah, but he's been, he's got over 5 million subscribers, right? So he's doing all right. He's going to do okay. YouTube's going to push him. He's got 5 million, subscribers. But even people like, Dalek or Milo, like they're not streamers. They stream when new stuff comes out, but they're not streamers. For the most part, they are video makers that occasionally stream. So it's not really affecting them. Pizza, he's a streamer that occasionally makes videos, and whatever. But it's not a lot of people that are streaming and making videos regularly doing both on YouTube that are doing well with both. It's very rare. Most people that stream are streaming on Twitch and they leave their videos to YouTube. So I don't know. I think I might really just have to go over there. Is there anything you have to change to start Twitch hardware wise or anything? No. I mean, I have to learn. It's different. I mean, I know exactly, like when I'm loading up to start a stream on YouTube, I know exactly. I don't have to think about it. I know exactly what I'm doing. Boom, boom, boom. I just set it up and whatever. I've never streamed over there, so the process is going to be slightly different. It's not that it's going to be hard or super confusing to figure out. I haven't done it, so there is going to be a learning curve, but it will be probably a pretty shallow learning curve, so it wouldn't be a big deal. Does Twitter have a cap time limit on live streaming? I don't know, but I know that they're really bad about revenue sharing over on Twitter right now, Zombie Blood. Do you stream on Xbox or PC? Yes, is the short answer. 90-something% of the time, I'm streaming. Well, probably, honestly, legit, it's probably like 99% of the time. I'm streaming on Xbox. I do stream from my PS5 as well, and when I'm doing even more rare, probably, I do stream from PC when I'm doing custom zombies, MW3 custom zombies. But 90-something% of the time, it's Xbox. It's just my preferred platform. I just like it better between as far as consoles go. I have a PS5 right there, like I said, and if I'm going to be playing BO4 Zombies, it will be on the PlayStation because that's the only console I have that game on. Other than that, I just prefer the Xbox controller. Again, I like the way it feels in my hand, so that's what I prefer to play on as far as that goes. If I could afford a really nice gaming PC and afford to get all the games for it, like my entire collection, again, that I've been for 10 years or so, been compiling for console over there, then, I mean, that's ideally the way I would go. It's just, I mean, you guys, the graphics are better, the frames are better, like everything, the speed is better, the quality, everything about it is just better. It's just a much more powerful machine than a console is. Although I don't have any problems with the Xbox specifically. Like, I'm perfectly happy with it. But it's just where gaming is going. It's where most streamers already are. But it is where gaming is going anyway. But the problem is to have a one, I would have to learn how to do a dual PC setup, and I am not computer literate. I'm just not. Like I did this piece by piece by piece by piece, and like I got this thing kind of rigged and set up here. Like honestly, it would terrify me if I was like, "Oh, I'm moving," and now I have to unplug everything and put it back together in a new place. I literally don't know if I'll be able to do it, and I'm not. That's not being hyperbolic or whatever. I don't know if I'd be able to put this back together. So it honestly, genuinely, like, is terrifying to me, the thought process of moving, because I could replace. Like if I replace something, it's fine. I could just take one cord out of one thing and put it in. It's the same thing over here, right? Okay, cool. And then take this one out and put that one in there. Like, okay, I can do that. But to strip everything out from both sides, like, where is this stuff even supposed to go? Like, I'm so confused. The amount of wires I have here, it's insane. I've got a ring light up here that's a USB. I mean, these aren't things that are difficult to figure out, by the way. I'm just saying, like, the amount of wires and everything. The ring light, camera, mixer, the Scarlett amp for the whole mic setup. There's 3 things in this chain alone, just from the mic, the booster, and the Scarlett, and goes into the PC. The cable going from here into it, out of the mixer into whatever. There's lots of cables. Another cable for all your computer. That's typical stuff that's set up, for just your PC just to be set up. I've got a couple of things over here. I mean, if I look past the monitor, like underneath, I just see like this nest of cables, man. Like just this wad of cables going that way, and it's just like, it's daunting. It's really daunting. Me too. I like Xbox controller; it feels more comfortable. I agree. Although, again, this I will say this is comfortable. I do like it. I hate that the D-pad is like, I want this reversed. I want my thumbstick up here and my D-pad down here, just like it is on the Xbox controller. Other than that, this is pretty good. It's a little bit wide. Like, I don't feel like when I'm playing multiplayer, like just using my thumbs, you know, obviously like to turn to snap onto somebody. I don't know. It feels like I don't have enough agility with it. It's like my hands are pushed a little bit too far wide. And with the Xbox controller, it's a little bit too close together, but I don't know. I'm just so used to it at this point. I just really love it. PC is expensive. I'm not a technical expert either. Yeah, man. It does get confusing setting up a video capture card. I mean, and I did this, like, I'm all self-taught on this stuff. So, like, I literally pieced this thing together step by step, trying to get one thing to work at a time. And eventually I got it to the point where it all does work now. But it's not perfect by any stretch. And even I know that people like that are very fluent with this kind of a thing, that were streaming for years. And once they moved over to a dual PC setup, so they weren't streaming, you know, from playing on the console anymore. They're playing the game on the PC and having a PC that that is powering their stream. And they say it took them hours to, like, you know, plug everything in and get it all set up. For me, that would be probably weeks, and I'm not exaggerating. It would be at least days, and there would be a lot of me screaming, a lot of punching things, a lot of, I would say, pull my hair up, but that's what happened to me already. Yeah. Not to mention the fact that the computer, like electric things, just go wonky sometimes. The whole thing the other day with Mitchell, when he was streaming, we did Forsaken, and then we did a little bit the Outbreak thing for his Super Easter reward. You guys, I didn't know it at the time because I could hear him, but you guys couldn't hear him on the stream at all. Then yesterday or the day before, whatever it was, I streamed with Junior. You guys heard him just fine. The first time I think I streamed with Eric, you guys couldn't hear him at all. The next, I streamed with him like 2 more times. You guys heard him completely loud and clear. I have not changed the setting, and that's just how it is. And like another thing, when I was playing with Mitchell the other day, like I tried to invite him, he couldn't join. We tried it like 3 to 4 different times, restarted, did whatever. Finally, he had to invite me, and I joined on to him, and then, okay, now it works. Which is probably why, to be honest with you, something in that process there is why you guys couldn't hear him, because I was in his party and he wasn't in mine or something. I don't know. But literally right 1 minute before I went live today, my in-ears that I have to hear myself in the monitor, the feedback, so I can hear my voice so I'm not shouting while I have these sound canceling phones on. All of a sudden I put them in my ear and it's just a super high pitched whine, like beep. And I'm like, what the hell is that now? And it was coming from my Scarlett, which is the microphone interface thing you plug it into. And it's just beeping at me, super like that high pitched beep. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I unplug it, I plug it back, the actual headphones from the thing, I plug it back in. Nope, it's still happening. Turn it off, turn it back on. Nope, it's still happening. Pull the whole, because it's like the, what do you call it? The 3.5 millimeter jack into a whatever size jack. Put it back in. Nope, still beeping. I had to literally unplug it from the computer, from the USB, like from the back side of the computer. Unplug it, plug it back in. Oh, it works fine now. Wasn't like that yesterday. Has never been like that before. Just was like that for a couple of minutes until I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and then it worked. I don't know. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. I don't know if anybody could tell you why, other than it just, fucking electronics, man. I have the same PS5 Pro controller. And it does feel wide for me too because I have small hands. I don't have small hands though. Like that's the thing. Is like I don't have big hands. I don't think. I mean, I think I have like kind of normal. I'm 5'10". I think I have normal sized hands for a 5'10" person. And it's just a little bit wide. You just a little bit too much to get your like super dexterous with your thumbs to be able to snap quickly and turn and lock on to an enemy in multiplayer for me. And with this, like the Elite controller, I'm a little bit like too like, these are my paddle fingers, and to rest easy, like comfortably on the back, like I'm kind of overlapping them, and I can't just rest having them resting on the paddles, because then at the same time to rest on the triggers up here, I'm squeezing too much with these fingers, so that doesn't feel comfortable. But so it's just like I'm just like most things in life, I'm just a little bit on the outside, man. It's not quite made for me. You know what I mean? So you think it's better to record videos than just live stream for YouTube? I think YouTube is best for videos. It's not. It just flat out is not a great. It's not great for the creator to be a live streamer on. It's just not. There are, of course, exceptions to that rule. But if you just look, like, first of all, when people think, oh, I want to watch a live stream, a gaming live stream at least, the very first thing you think of is Twitch. I guarantee it. It's Twitch. And I've told people, like, they've asked me when I meet new people, oh, what do you do? Like, oh, I play zombies, whatever. I live stream and make videos for zombies. Oh, you're on Twitch? What's your Twitch handle? No, I actually on YouTube. And they look at me like, what? And if you look at the numbers, like if you pulled up, I mean, I can do it right now, although this was going to be boring for all of us here. We just passed 18,000 subscribers, by the way, so thank you guys for that. I'm very happy about that. Thank you very much. If I go to, like, you won't be able to see this. I'm just going to tell you what it is. But if I go to gaming on YouTube, one, it's not really like super easy to find because you have to scroll way down the left-hand side of the YouTube to actually find, oh, gaming. Oh, okay. But then you scroll down to find, okay, these are the live streams. So let's just look at, we're going to compare the numbers. So Fortnite. There's 26,000 people watching Fortnite streams on YouTube right now. On Twitch, it's 78,800. So that is 52 is double, 3 times as much. Literally 300% more people are watching Fortnite streams on Twitch than they are on YouTube. And on Twitch, it's easier to find. 23,000 people are watching GTA 5 streams on YouTube. 196,000 people are watching GTA 5 streams on Twitch. It's just for streaming, the numbers are not in YouTube. They're just not there. Not in the same way. And again, there are exceptions, of course. And there are zombies exceptions. Noah J does great on with his streams. And again, people like Milo, whatever, they do well, but they're not streamers. They're video content creators that occasionally stream. So it's kind of like a treat when he does. So his subscribers, they get notifications, they come out and they're like, oh, great, it's a new map must be out because Milo is streaming or something like that. Whatever. So it's along those kinds of lines. But there very much is something that's happening with the algorithm, and I've seen it every time. It happens every time. This is not like me it's not even conjecture. I'm positive it is. I can see the numbers. When I'm not streaming, the numbers are here. When I do stream, the numbers go down to here. And it's just a fact. Even like the video I put out a couple of days ago about the 0 to hero thing, which was like 3-4 days ago. The first day, it did nothing, man. It did nothing. And then I stopped streaming for a couple of days because my sleep has been a little bit fucked up. Phew, the numbers went straight up. I went from like 75 views to it's at 1,500 views now in a day. And it's because I didn't stream yesterday. And I mean, there's something about it. I don't know. It's like YouTube decides how much people are going to watch you, how much time because I don't know if it benefits them like financially in one way to keep like if you're a certain level to not push you higher because you're not going to go high enough, or I don't know what. But again, the views will go way down. But the watch time is going to stay pretty much the same because, again, you watch streams for way longer than you watch a video. I mean, we're at an hour and a half, and we're about to be done. So you're welcome or sorry, I don't know. But compared to a 10-minute or 20-minute video or a less than 1 minute shorts video that's up. So they keep the view time about the same, but the actual numbers, like the viewers, it changes drastically, man. You should have more of an audience. Thank you, Master Chief. I appreciate that, man. That's very nice of you to say. And we, like I said, we did just hit 18,000 subscribers during the stream today, so thank you very much for that. I'm super happy. The next kind of big milestone, I suppose, would be 20. I was going to say 25, but we'll say 20 because that's closer. And we're going to hit 10 million total views on the channel here real soon as well, so that's another big, like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And I just didn't think I was going to get there. At a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm done. And then I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm not done. So hopefully, you know, and hopefully this coming year with Gulf War will be a big year for me. I really hope so. It kind of has to be honest with you, in order for me to actually be able to stay here and do this. But I'm hoping it will be a big year. So I need to do a lot of the work. Most of that will be on me. So it's up to me, I think, whether it is or not. But anyway, exposure is the biggest thing. I feel like it's so hard to find small YouTube streamers. Yeah, YouTube is terrible about that as well. And the other thing about Twitch is people can raid your channel. And it could be somebody like Mr. T Lexify, who's got 800 people watching him, whatever stream that he's doing. He's not, I don't think he plays Modern Warfare 3 Zombies at all. So whatever old version of Zombies he's playing, just because that's what he enjoys. And then maybe he looks and sees, oh my God, there's somebody else playing BO4 Dead of the Night. I don't know, whatever. I'm making shit up. Call of the Dead, whatever. So he'll host. And that's 800 people that get over to my channel, you know, or your channel, the royal you. And then most of the people, it just doesn't matter what that new streamer is doing. Within the first minute, most of those people are going to leave. But let's just say 100 of those people stick around for 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to get with 100 new eyes on you, sets of eyes on you, that you weren't going to have, period. And it does not happen on YouTube. So it's just, you get a better chance that way. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. There's chance in a lot of this stuff, man. But, you know, it can happen that way. So on Twitch, I can search my game and see it's the interface, the user interface on Twitch as far as streaming goes and finding things is so unbelievably much better. Much, and just keep saying much for the next half hour. Much better on Twitch than it is on YouTube. It's just a fact. Finding live streams on YouTube sucks. If you do a search for whatever you want to search for on YouTube, just go to your YouTube homepage. And I've told you guys this before. I mean, I did a search one time for... I was in the mood for it. I don't even remember what it was. It was like Codename Pizza... Zombies in Spaceland, Easter egg hunt, or something like that. First playthrough, or something along those kinds of lines. And the first like 5 choices that you get, because now they break it up into like categories. You get like 5 of these here, and then they break it up into a whole separate category that's like, and now what about this crap that has nothing to do with the search you just did? But it didn't even give me any Codename Pizza stuff. It was like, oh, Mr. Dog JD, he's a big YouTuber, Zombies YouTuber. How about one of his streams from there? How about Noah J456, one of his streams from Zombies in Space? Like, no. I put the fucking content creator's name, who's got over 900,000 subscribers, by the way. The guy's like, it's a popular YouTuber. And I even put his name in, and it didn't bring him up. So to think that somebody's going to search for one of my videos and... then they're going to get shown people with like, oh, this guy's got 2 million subs. This guy's got 5 million subs. This guy's got 500,000 subs. It's not the guy you were looking for, but Here are these other people that are way better, obviously, because they have more subscribers. Like, what the fuck is that? So it doesn't make a lot of sense, man. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I appreciate you on YouTube. Thank you, man. I find it easy to jump in and watch a stream. Well, that's the thing is like and now like there's other people like Mitchell who because now as far as when I was saying for the creator, it's YouTube is worse. For the viewer, YouTube is much better. If you know, like if you're watching the person or the stream that you actually want to watch, the quality of the picture is literally better on YouTube. Twitch runs so many ads, and I don't think it's just the creators over there. I think it's Twitch like mandating that you run a certain amount of ads, but they run ads all the fucking time over there, man, and you cannot skip them. As much as people might complain about ads on YouTube, one, during live streams, they don't run them that much. And two, they're almost always skippable, and if they're not, they're 15 seconds long total. On Twitch, regularly, you get 3.5-minute ad breaks, and none of it is skippable. You have to fucking watch it. And something else that happens, because I do this all the time, I'm like, I don't watch ads on TV. I'm not going to watch them while I'm watching a live stream. So I'll go to a different tab. I have 3-4 tabs open on the top of my page there. I got Twitch over here, and I'm watching Formal play Halo Infinite or something, right? They're like, oh, ad break, 3.5 minutes. Like, well, I'm not watching 3.5 minutes worth of ads. I'm just not going to. So I click onto the other tab, pull up like YouTube, and I might just be checking my analytics or my like a poll I just put up on the community page, or I might watch a quick video or something. I don't know, whatever. But then you go back, and it's like it knows that you were not on the tab, and then 5 minutes later it'll run ads again. Like, it's not great for the viewer, I don't think. It's great for the creator because it also gets a lot of people to pay for subscriptions that way. So, I don't know. Hi, Kim. How are you? I hear you, and that makes more sense now that you've explained it. Yeah, it's so hard to find live streams on YouTube. It really is, man. It's not... I think we just had a little earthquake there. It's not the best. It's a bad interface. Like, it's kind of, to wrap this up here and put it in perspective, it's kind of like the user interface on Modern Warfare 3. It's not good, but you can figure it out, right? You can, if you really want to put the effort in. I was just trying to change my calling card again. And I really was like, where the frick are the calling cards again? Like, I can't find them. Oh, it's in the challenge page. Like, but it's not. No, there's a different way I know to look at them that's easier to find. And it was just, I'm like, I want to find it. I want to find it. I want to find it. And I just kept at it. But to watch some small, like, that's just to find something that I know is there. If you're searching for YouTube, like, you don't know I'm here. You're just getting stumbled upon. And, like, I watch a lot of small streamers and YouTubers just because, like, I'm trying to, I don't know, like, I watch larger streamers as well. I watch larger YouTubers also, but I do make an effort to actually watch smaller content creators. And then once you do that, once you start doing that, YouTube just starts recommending more and more smaller content creators to you. Like people with, less than 1,000 subs even, and certainly less than 5,000. And I get recommended their stuff all the time. A lot of their stuff tends to be bad, or like the quality, it's like literally the audio quality or their explanation for their videos, I find to be pretty bad. So it's not the only place I'll go for my information, but it certainly can be that way. But anyway, it's like they don't want you to find live streams. They don't. It's not their biggest... It's not what makes them the most money. So that's why they don't... YouTube doesn't care about live streams. They want the content creators here because their videos and watching those live streams as VODs make them money. Live streams don't make them that much money. Even though they do run ads now during live streams, it's not a lot, and they're almost always skippable. So they're not getting a lot of revenue off of that. Where they do make the money, again, is down the line where you watch it as a VOD. Because now they can run ads every, well, whatever, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is. So they're happy to have it in that sense, but they don't care about pushing it. That's why it's like, it's not easy to find the live streams, but if you're already subscribed to them, like you'll watch their stuff eventually. You know what I mean? Like I'm subscribed to Codename Pizza, but he tends to stream like in the middle of the night, my time now, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like he's in the UK, I'm in the west coast of the US. So I'm not even awake for most of his streams. But then like I'll see, oh, he streamed, oh, and it's Black Ops 1. I want to see Call of the Dead, so I'll watch the Call of the Dead part of the stream later down the line. But then there's ads at the beginning of that when I click onto it, or when I search and then scrub ahead and find it, there'll be an ad there. If it's a 30-minute Easter egg run, there'll be an ad break in the middle of that at some point, maybe at the 20-minute mark, and then I might be off or whatever. By the 30-minute mark, certainly there will be an ad break. And that's how YouTube gets their money, but they're not getting it during the stream itself. So that's why if you're on YouTube, like purely being a live streamer on YouTube is really like probably not a great idea. You want to be a video maker on YouTube. And honestly, I'm much more of a live streamer than I am a video maker. I don't mind making videos when there's something to make, when I think there's something real to make. I don't make a lot of, you guys can go look at my videos. There's not a lot of like clickbaity titles like I went into tier 3 and then I did this and I got that or whatever, like to just kind of tickle your balls a little bit, and hopefully you're going to want to come a little bit closer so I can really get a hold of you and finish you off. But I don't do that stuff. It's like, here's a guide for this. I did the 0 to hero thing, like okay, fine, but like I'm not constantly doing the clickbaity type of titles. Not even, forget constantly. I don't do clickbait, I don't think, at all. But it's like I make a video and I'm like, hey, this is what this video is. It's not a leading, type of title. And I'm not just putting them up daily or every other day just to keep putting out content and trying to get you to view my stuff. I like playing. I like interacting with you guys, like having a chat with you guys. I wish it was easier for you guys to chat, back rather than having to type in. Because I know, like, when I'm watching streams, like, most of the time I'm just trying to watch. Then the chat part of the thing, I'm grateful. Please don't do this. But, like, I don't want that there. I want to watch the chat. But if there was a way to make it easier to, like, actually chat and have the whole thing full screen, it would be better for me. But anyway. Yeah. I've been gone for 8 minutes and I heard some diabolical stuff. Uh-oh. What did you hear? If you were here, you would have just heard some ramblings of a madman. So anyway, we're going to find out next week what Season 2 Reloaded has in store for us. We're going to know exactly what, if not what, we'll probably complete them pretty quickly, but the word balls and I got a hold of you. Yeah. But we'll know from the missions what it's like, how many of them there are, really kind of like how much thought they've even bothered to put in this. And again, if it really is High Moon that has taken over this, I'm not saying that's a bad thing in and of itself, but they're a small studio that just had their staff cut by half. And this is not the only thing they're working on. So there's no way that they are devoting the full, breadth and weight of their time onto Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. They're just not. I'm sure they're helping Treyarch with, some behind-the-scenes stuff for their next game that's coming out. I don't know if they do anything with, to do with Warzone, but Warzone Mobile is coming out as well this month. There's like always the new playlists that are coming. Like I'm not sure exactly what they do, but it's a very small company that got cut in half, and we never got an official announcement like, "Hey, Treyarch's offer this," and now these guys have it. So it was just like, yeah, Treyarch kind of like did one of these like, we're out, and nobody said, "Hey, we're in." I mean, it wasn't an official announcement that we're, the Treyarch, we're out, but that is what happened. So anyway, I don't know. Let us know if you love Twitch so I can follow you when you stream. I have a channel. You can follow me over there. It's I am Switters on Twitch. You can follow me right now. If you wanted to, like, go over there. It's the same as it is here. I am Switters, all one word. And you can follow me over there so that if I do go live, I'll pop up on your screen. And yeah, anyway, I mean, I really do think, I was thinking about that earlier today, as a matter of fact, that I really think I just need to make that move. And then maybe, hopefully, honestly, that will help me kind of like incite me to want to make more videos, think of more types of videos to make. I don't want to just put shit out. But, I'm trying to think of when I used to watch, when I got excited about this stuff too, is like, there's plenty of videos that weren't pure informational videos. Like, I like entertaining videos for the sake of entertainment as well. Like, I like popcorn movies. I like just fun videos. They don't have to be like, these are the facts, this is how you do this and blah, blah, blah. But it might help me to like really kind of get more into that mode. And at least while I'm over there, I can just kind of record. Like, the good thing about Twitch as well is, like, if you're not there for that stream, it's kind of there and it's one and done, it's gone. So it makes people want to show up that do actually want to watch you. But also you can kind of just experiment and do things. Whereas over here, I feel like it has to have a very, like, streaming on YouTube, because just for the title alone that you're going to put on the stream, it has to be very specific. This is what we're doing in this stream. And it's probably got to be for one game or, one map, or, very specifically, like, this is it. And you can't just kind of casually play for 5 hours and be like, we're going to start out, like, I'll title the stream Zombies in Spaceland on Twitch, right? And that's it. So you see Zombies in Spaceland, like, oh, I love that map. Great. So we do that. We play that for an hour, and they're like, okay, let's move on. Let's play Voyage of Despair from BO4. Then I switch it to Voyage of Despair. And then somebody scrolling by might see, oh, I love Voyage of Despair. Well, I mean, I think I'm the only one. But anyway, you get the point. And over here, it's like I can't title the video because of the stream all of those things, because it's going to take up too much goddamn space and nobody's going to find it when they're searching. So, and when I'm doing that, I could record at the same time and pull out things that would be like, oh, that could be a video, or, and whatever. So I don't know. I think I need to go over there to stream though, more and more. Facts, could never hear enough of Swedish knowledge with games. I might be misleading you. I don't know, but it's not intentional. If I am, I don't mean to. Let us know. I'll definitely come over that problem. Yeah, and if I do, by the way, if I do switch over to streaming on Twitch, like, full time, I'm not just gonna go and not say anything to you guys. Like, all of a sudden, I just disappear off of YouTube, like, because there's no video to make or whatever. At the beginning, I'll probably make a video like that I put on the channel, just announcing, like, hey, for streaming now, I am over on Twitch. If you just tuned in, I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm over there. You can find me. It's I am Switters on Twitch. But I have not switched over to streaming there yet. I'm just saying, if and when, I will make a video saying, hey, I'm over there now, so follow me over there if you want to see my live streams. I'll probably also have like a 15-second video that I can like upload instantly, that I can put up, like, hey, I'm live on Twitch right now, live on Twitch right now, live on Twitch right now, whatever. And then once I'm off for the day, I'll take the video down. And then I can re-upload that, like, for the first month or so that I'm doing that, something along those kinds of lines. Just so you guys are aware. I'm not trying to ditch you guys. I don't want to ditch you guys. I want you all, if I go somewhere, I want you to come with me. So otherwise I'm streaming to nobody, and what the hell's the point? But okay. Yeah, give us a heads up. Yep, I definitely will. So are there any actual questions, or should we call it there? I mean, I don't know that I would have any specific answers, but if you have any specific questions, I'll take a shot at it if I have any idea. Otherwise, I think we'll just call it for there. Like I said, I've not been sleeping well the last couple of days, so I'm kind of want to just go. Honestly, I started rewatching the COD Champs Infinite Warfare last night. I don't know why. Sometimes like these things just strike me like, oh, that was a fun one. I want to watch that. I like competitive COD. I really don't like the CDL. When it was the CWL, it was so much more fun. It was the open style. Way, way, way more fun. And now it's just like so dull and like corporate, like bleh, boring. Thanks, Great Stream, once again. All right, man. So I assume nobody has an actual question, so we'll just call it there. If we have one more like on the stream, by the way, we hit 20. We're at 19. It just looks funny. Like it's not a nice round number. So if one person could leave a like that hasn't done it yet, we would hit 20, and it would feel good. Oh yeah, do you think they're going to add more? See, either story plus if Samantha could come back for the Gulf War. Yeah, 100%. They're going to continue the same storyline. No doubt, like 100%. That's what they're doing. I think we hit 20. Thank you. You can stop if you haven't. If you're about to click it and you're like, oh, I wanted to be 20. Oh, we're at 21. Well, shit. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. So do I think Gulf War will be a continuation of the Dark Aether story from Cold War? 100%, yes. And what I would like to see for the first map is we are either now playing as, because remember they all got arrested at the end of Cold War. I mean, Sam went into the Dark Aether, into the Forsaken, right? Into the portal of the Forsaken. That was what we were doing at the end of the boss fight and shooting him. And then, so she's been in the Dark Aether. But all, like Carver, Weaver, Dr. Gray, Eddie Richthofen, had them all arrested and locked up and put into, I forget the place where he had us locked up. But anyhow, so they're all in jail. And I think the first map should be us either playing as those characters now, Dr. Gray, Carver, Weaver. I swear to God, there's one more. Strauss. What if we play as those characters? So now we're not operators anymore. We're not just generic operators. We are those characters. So we'll have our own characters. We had them in Cold War, but we didn't play as them, so we weren't fully connected to them. So what if we're playing as those characters, and now we need to break out of prison? That would be fun. Think of Mob of the Dead, but more bigger, betterer, maybe. Or much worse. You never know how it's going to go. But it would be a prison map. It's not a military facility. It would be military, but it's a prison, so it's kind of up both of those alleys, right? So every version of Richthofen is all pure evil. I think so, but Eddie, not sure because we were killed his son in the house fire. Well, we're not entirely positive about that, by the way. That's not confirmed. We're pretty sure, yes, that is definitely the case, but pretty sure. I would go so far as to say, I mean, that's what I think it is, but it's not confirmed. But no, Richtofen is not pure evil, because remember the one that died at the end of Blood of the Dead? You know, he was the good one. He's the one that wanted to go on, and he was trying to help. And this version of Eddie is not, I don't think, pure evil. He really could just be, he remembers more than Samantha does from that. And sometimes when you're trying to protect and prevent something from happening, you overreact to keep it from happening, and it makes you do bad things. It doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. And that could just be where Eddie is in the Cold War story. Or it could be he purely wants vengeance because he blames Samantha and Weaver for killing his son, burning him in the house fire. Like, absolutely, could be. Although I don't think that would make him evil. Wanting revenge for somebody killing your child, I don't think it makes you evil. Yeah, I mean, it almost kind of makes you more sympathetic in a way. But anyhow, I think that would be a great start to the new game. It would, again, make us play as actual characters and not generic operators that are just being talked to. We would have conversations between the other characters, so we'd get to know them more. We get to emotionally invested in them. or they're putting together this secret group of four I don't know. One of them's like a master lockpicker. One of them is a cat burglar. One of them, blah blah blah. And these are our four new characters, and they've been hired by somebody from what's Requiem? A rogue Requiem agent, because they know that we're actually the good guys, and they've hired us from or the CIA did it. Hired this group of master assassins slash robbers slash, like I said, I don't know, gymnasts and whatever. And we're the ones that are going to rescue Weaver and Carver and Strauss and Gray and all that kind of stuff. And now we've got these new characters that we'll be playing as, basically going forward with this Dark Aether story. Either way, it would get rid of the whole just an operator issue, which none of us like. So that could be a fun start. And then at some point, if that is Zetsubo no Shima that Dr. Peck is pointing to on the map at the end cutscene after like the post-credit scene after at the end of Forsaken, if we're going back to Zetsubo no Shima, man, this could be so cool. Like Division 9 stuff over there. There could be a portal somehow that has sprung up there that they were working on doing experiments, and really super crazy stuff could be happening on that island. Like, dude, it could be wild, man. I heard when they entered the light, new universe Samantha's memories were wiped, thus she doesn't know how to use her abilities, but everyone remembers all. Yeah, I've heard the same thing, Volatile. So that certainly could be. I mean, right now is kind of the fun time, right? Because it's all available. It's just what do they decide to do with it? And I'm not saying the whole prison thing, by the way, is the only way to go, or if they don't go that way, then they've made a mistake. I'm not saying that at all. I just think that could be a really friggin' cool, a great map with, potentially great map with potentially great story involved as well. I mean, it's a prison break. Who doesn't like prison breaks? But yeah. Anyway, all right. We'll leave it there then. I think I'm going to take the weekend off from streaming, by the way. Next week will be a big week because the new season comes out, or season 2 Reloaded. So we're going to be pretty busy doing all that stuff. And I'm hoping desperately that I can get my sleep schedule back intact. Mitchell, thank you very, 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 very much for the $100 donut, man. That was huge. Really too much, but I greatly appreciate it. I'm not turning it down, but that was big, man. So enough of that from you until the new game comes out, maybe. How about that? But thank you very much, man. It was super, super generous of you. Appreciate it. It only cost you your soul. No problem, man. You wouldn't want it anyway. I was a redhead when I was a child. I don't know if I have a soul. Eric, is he ending? Yes, I am, Eric. Sorry. But don't forget, hit subscribe, and then you won't miss the next one. Turn on those notifications. Hey. So look at me selling myself. I'm not good at it, but I did it there. Thanks, Twitters. Have a good night. I'm going to try to be present for the next stream. No problem at all, man. I appreciate you. Eric, I'm sorry, man, but I am done for the day. Good night, Zombie Blood. Good night, Mitchell. Good night, Eric Lund. And good night, Eric. This new Eric here. So we'll see you all then. Have a great weekend. I almost forgot. Have a great weekend. And I'll catch you guys fresh-eyed and bushy. What is this expression? Bushy-tailed and bright-eyed. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on Monday. Later, guys.